Hello, my name is Raluca, and I'm here at GPeC Commerce Summit with our special guest, Ivan Mazour, CEO and founder of Ometria. Hi, Ivan.
Thank you for having me.
How did you feel about GPeC Summit so
It
far?
was it was excellent. I walked into the room. I didn't expect something so grand, right? So many people, such an amazing event. Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
I'm really glad. Maybe you'll join us again some
Yeah,
other
definitely,
time.
definitely.
Could you please tell our audience what Ometria does?
Yeah, so we are a software as a service platform, a predictive analytics and marketing platform, and we are built specifically for online retailers, so only for e-commerce businesses. And the point of our platform is that it plugs in, it gives you a single customer view, so it tells you every single thing you could ever want to know about your customers, but it also allows you to automate your marketing based on that data and drive additional revenues to your business.
Okay. And what does this switch from traditional marketing to customer lifecycle marketing mean actually for a business?
Well, so yes, we're big proponents of this concept of customer lifecycle marketing. It's been taking over the world, as it were, for the last couple of years, and our platform is built around it. The point is that you need to understand where the customer is in their journey, and not everyone is exactly the same. So traditional marketing has always been, let's throw $1 million at stuff, right, at different channels, and then let's measure how much comes back. So over a quarter, we spend a few $100,000. We see what our revenue figure is at the end of that quarter, and if they're good, we'll probably do the same. That's highly inefficient, but it's even worse. In 2015, it's not personalized enough for what the consumer wants. Our customers, your customers, they all want to be individuals. They want to be treated as individuals. And so the concept of customer lifecycle marketing describes a way of doing that, and our platform, the Demetria platform, allows you to very easily treat each one of those customers as an individual, giving them what they want, encouraging them to take that next step of basically spending more with your store.
And could you give us some results after using Ometria for certain verticals, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've got customers from pretty much every single vertical. We've got a fashion brand called John Smedley, who basically we talk in terms of ROI on our platform. That's the easiest way of result. But they had a 1,100% ROI on our platform because it's very difficult for us to disclose any information about the customers. But if you consider what our pricing is and then work out how much more money they made, it was an exceptionally large amount, basically. We've got brands from cosmetics like Charlotte Tilbury to furniture like Swoon Editions. Swoon Editions, we do have a case study where they grew 2x in 6 months by implementing a customer lifecycle marketing strategy. And it's a great case study. I recommend for everyone to read them because they are, I think, the fastest growing e-commerce business in the UK right now. They are so smart. They have a data science team of 10 people. They absolutely know every single thing about their customers, and they know exactly how to do customer lifecycle marketing well.
As we've come to the reading part, I'm a huge fan of your Ometria blog, How to Win at E-commerce, and content marketing has been quite a topic today here. And I wanted to ask you, how should an e-commerce business start content marketing?
So there's a few things that work much better for e-commerce compared to what we do. So what we do is a lot of writing, ebooks. It's kind of instructional information. So literally how to win e-commerce. For a B2C business, so for an e-commerce business selling to a lot of consumers, visual tools are much more powerful. The best way of doing it is to look, what are the best bloggers doing right now? So all the most successful bloggers, people with 1 million followers on their YouTube channel or on their Instagram, whatever they're doing, that's what you should be doing as an e-commerce site. Because actually writing lots of detailed content may not resonate with your audience. And if people are only coming for a little bit of time, they're not necessarily coming to learn. If you're selling fashion, yes, you could write for 5 pages about the composition of a decent wardrobe, but it is much more powerful just to put a really nice picture, a well-styled picture of someone, and that's what bloggers are doing right now, and it's working really well for them. So I guess my bit of advice would be to find the most successful blogger in your vertical, whatever that is, because there's bloggers across all verticals, and basically do what they're doing, because it's working for them, right?
And one last pretty personal question, actually, Ivan. You are very passionate, and that shows in your writing, in everything you do, and in your speech. What's your drive, actually?
Thank you. Well, I guess I am. It's a very good question. I don't get asked this a lot. I want to do something that changes the world in some way. So I've started a few businesses before this. This is, by last count, my 7th business, which seems like a really high number. But basically, I found that there were 3 things missing with the previous businesses that I started. One, they didn't necessarily have the scale to grow into something really, truly big. I mean, I'm talking, a billion-dollar company that affects, hundreds of thousands of people across the world, that sort of stage. The second was I didn't feel like I was surrounded by people that were smarter than me, and I really wanted that. And the third one was I extrapolated out who would I become if I continued on this path, and I realized, for example, I set up an estate agents, right? And I sort of thought in 40 years, if I own lots of estate agents, what would that make me? It's not someone that I want to be. And I then thought about this for a very long time and realized that Ometria, or a technology company, a software as a service company in data, was going to be the company that ticks all three of those boxes. So I am surrounded by people that are smarter than me. You know, my content marketer, my developers, every single person I work with is smarter than me in the office, which is great. You know, I cannot wait to build a truly global business, and you know, we're backed by a lot of investors. We're VC and angel backed with significant capital because they believe in our opportunity to build a really truly global business. And I'm really looking forward to being the person that I become at the end of that journey, and it's something that excites me a lot.
Okay, thank you, Ivan. That was very inspiring.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.